biggest time in Vegas was the most fun until I go out there, drive out with my old high school friend Pat Green, who was the Ford dealer in Abilene, Kansas for years and years. Good friend. And he was, I had to place a condominium in Palm Springs. And so we were going to drive out there, and of course, driving out, I said, let's stop in Vegas on the way. It's not too far out of the way. So we did. And got to town, checked into the Tropicana, and called Frankie Randall, my friend, who was an entertainer and singer, and he was a good friend of Frank Sinatra's. And anyway, so Frankie came over with us, and I said, well, we just came down from cleaning up after the drive and everything, and met Frankie down in the casino about 6 o'clock in the evening. And I said, I want to have a big dinner tonight. It's all on me. We're going to have dinner, probably eating about 9 o'clock. Anyway, it's about 6, and I said, I think I want to go over and play blackjack for a while. And they said, okay. They came over. So Manny Cardella was there, and I said, what are you doing, Dick? And I said, I want to play blackjack for a while, and I'm going to go have dinner with my friends later. So I'm just going to play some recreational blackjack. I start with $500. So I signed a marker, $500. And he opened a table, and I sat down at the table. And the new dealer, just me and the dealer, and Manny was standing there, sitting right next to me, Cardillo. And I got $500 in chips, and I put like $40 or $50 out there, and I won probably if I played first 20 hands, I probably won 18 hands, and I was before long. Instead of playing $50, I was playing 100, and then sometimes I'd be playing 2 hands at $100 a piece, and I'm winning all the time on that one. And finally, the limit at the house in those days was $500 bet. Anyway, before long, I am playing $500 a hand. And I'm playing 3 hands at once. And every time I get a chance to double and split, I did. And almost inevitably I won. And many standing there, and before long, there's people gathering around and back looking, and Manny says, Dick, he says, would you mind having some other players that people like to sit down here and play with the table with you? And I said, Manny, it's okay with me if they want to, except if they leave. If they do, I'm leaving. And he said, this is a private table. And he got a couple of security guards and put a velvet rope around the deal and back. And before long, the place was just full of people all over back there. But anyway, I kept going. I'm playing 3 hands, $500 a hand, and I'm doubling up and splitting every time I get a chance. And before long, and he says, I better up the chips here. So here comes a rack of $500 chips, and there's 100 of them in there, so that's $50,000. And they set it down there, and before long, I got the empty rack, and I'm putting them in there, and I filled it up. And they sent for another another $50,000. and I'm taking that about as fast as the game goes. And Manny said, I've never seen anything like this. And I said, me either. And he said, well, you're going to go have dinner and you come back? And I said, I'm going to play here, and now I've decided I'm going to play it till I get to 100,000 or back to 90, whichever the closest, because I'm about 95,000 in it. So I play till I get to 100, or if I go back to 90, I'm not going to go below 90. And I just played for a little while longer, and finally I said, I'm cashing in. So he said, would you want to just put it in the bank here? And he said, you can. I said, no. I said, I'm done gambling. We're leaving for Palm Springs in the morning. And I said, just give me, tell you what, just give me a $70,000 house marker and $20,000 cash. I'm going to take my friends out. We're going to hit the town here with Frankie and Pat Green. and I rented a limo, had a driver, and we went out to all the joints, and I throwing money away, gambling and tipping. We were playing every kind of game and stuff, you know. Nothing big though, but anyway, I think by the next morning I probably had 8,000 left is all out of the 20,000, but I had the 70,000 marker, so that stayed.